starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. Many students and parents at Rhinelander High School are upset this week over a situation involving inappropriate photos. But so far, details have been hard to find. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski has details.
Justin, students claim a male classmate at the high school has taken over 6,000 inappropriate photos of fellow students, but in their opinion has not been appropriately punished. Yesterday, about 30 students staged a walkout at Rhinelander High, claiming they feel unsafe and that the administration should be doing more to protect them. In an email sent to Newswatch 12 and signed by the walkout students, they say, "We feel violated, we feel unsafe, we are unsafe." Junior at RHS, Marshall Sheltis, had this to say at yesterday's walkout about claims and rumors surrounding the incident.
There's been said about 6,000 pictures on his phone at a point in time. As we've been hearing, there hasn't been any, so we don't know if he still has them in possession or not. But basically, he's going around just basically going upskirt pictures and many other things with it that were very sexualized.
Students also planned for a larger protest for this afternoon, but at the planned time, no students were to be found. We've left several calls for School District of Rhinelander and Rhinelander High School officials trying to learn more, but so far they have not responded. And we don't even know what exactly these photos that the students say this person took look like. Are they illegal or simply inappropriate? We don't know, but right now this story is not going away. We'll keep you posted as we learn more. In the studio, Kyle Pazorski, Newswatch 12.
All right, outside, Jeff, a bit cooler than we've seen before today.
Yeah, a half-inch of rain last night, but then the sun came out with temperatures in the 40s today. So the average high is 53. We did not do that today in Rhinelander, but look outside now. It's gorgeous, right? The sun sets at 6:03. Tomorrow is 6:01. And then doesn't set after 6 o'clock until March 12th of 2022. All right, here we go. It's 44 in Rhinelander, 40 Eagle River, 40 also Land O'Lakes. So it's, comfortably cool outside right now. We'll have a hard freeze tonight, though. Low temperatures back in the 20s because the clouds are getting out of here. The rain's pushing away. We have high pressure building in, which is going to give us a nice day, but although probably more clouds across the area tomorrow, just like this morning. Our forecast for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies or increasing clouds, a hard freeze with low temperatures down near 29. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thank you, Jeff. A horse has died after a crash with a vehicle on Highway 51 south of Hurley. The Iron County Sheriff's Office says when they responded to that crash, they found a horse laying on its side and a severely damaged vehicle parked on the side of the highway. They say there was also a small fire in the engine compartment, which they put out. The horse, however, had to be put down. Portion of the highway was shut down during cleanup, but was quickly reopened. A 3-year-old from Milwaukee who has been missing for several days has now been found dead. Major Harris was last seen alive on October 9th. You've probably seen the Amber Alerts since then. His mother was also found dead back on October 14th. Authorities have made a few arrests since then. Police say the suspect in her death, who you just saw, Jaheim Clark, took his own life on Sunday. The number of new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin each day continues to fall. Today, DHS reports just over 2,100 new cases, dropping our daily average for the last week to 1,869. Meanwhile, DHS reports 19 new deaths today, keeping our daily average for the last week hovering at 11. And for the first time in about 4 months, the number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in Wisconsin is finally dropping. DHS reports about 1,000 people are in the hospital right now with COVID-19 in our state. So do the latest recommendations on who should get a COVID booster shot have you confused? Dr. Michael Walters says the booster shots work to help keep COVID-19 at the top of your immune system's most wanted list, so to speak. Adding, permanent, perfect immunity isn't really a thing.
The intent of the vaccinations is not to prevent you from getting the disease. It's to prevent serious infection, hospitalization, and death.
He adds most vaccines require a series. Ones given only once are usually either for diseases that are very rare, have been largely eradicated, or are given only if you're going to a place where you might be exposed. But most people still maintain immunity for quite a while. Dr. Walters says the booster shot is most important for those who are most vulnerable.
For anybody over the age of 65, because we have seen that as you get older, your natural immunity and your immune system starts to weaken a little bit. Those with chronic medical conditions, or those that may have what we say immunocompromised or weakened immune systems.
As well as those in high-risk jobs like doctors. Again, most people will not need a booster shot immediately, according to health officials, but likely will eventually. Former President Donald Trump is launching a new social media platform. The Trump Media and Technology Group has entered into a partnership to create Truth Social. The former president said in a news release, quote, "I created Truth Social and TMTG to stand up to the tyranny of big tech," end quote. The statement went on to say the mission of the platform is to create a rival to the liberal media consortium and fight back against big tech companies of Silicon Valley, which have used their unilateral power to silence opposing voices in America, according to the statement. The rollout of this platform is expected sometime early next year. The U.S. House voted today to hold longtime advisor to President Trump, Steve Bannon, in contempt of Congress. He so far defied a subpoena from the committee investigating the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol. Now the U.S. Attorney's Office must decide whether or not to prosecute Bannon. The congressional committee has vowed to move swiftly and forcefully to punish anyone who won't cooperate with the probe. The vote was mostly along party lines. Almost all Republicans voted against the contempt measure. President Biden continues to push his economic agenda today as several national polls show his approval rating slipping. And with just 10 days to go before Democrats' self-imposed deadline to pass these separate spending bills, negotiations between progressives and moderates have kicked into high gear. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
To state the obvious,
President Biden today marking the 10th anniversary of the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial and issuing an urgent call to continue the civil rights icon's legacy with policies that lift up struggling Americans.
for the first time in a couple generations, we're going to be investing in working families, putting them first and helping them get ahead rather than the wealthy and the biggest and most powerful people.
But it's divisions within the president's own party holding up his top priorities. A $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill and a larger social policy and climate package. Moderate Democrats have forced the larger bill's price tag down from $3.5 to below $2 trillion.
We're narrowing what the possibilities are as we see what we need to cover.
Possible cuts include free community college, limiting an expanded child tax credit to just 1 year, and slashing a major clean energy plan that key centrist Senator Joe Manchin opposes. The divide so deep it raised questions of whether the West Virginia Democrat was considering changing parties. He denied that while admitting.
And I said, me being a moderate centrist Democrat, if that causes you a problem, let me know, and I'd switch to be an independent, but I'd still be caucusing with Democrats.
A second moderate Democrat, Senator Kyrsten Sinema, throwing a wrench in how to pay for the plans with her opposition to tax hikes on corporations and the wealthy. Democrats scrambling for solutions, determined to pass something by the end of the month.
That's Alice Barr reporting. Switching gears here, Land O'Lakes Art is resurrecting its zombie walk after canceling it last year. What began as a kind of a spooky pub crawl has morphed into a whole day-long event on Saturday, October 30th. Lola is also hosting a pre-crawl party, $25, also on October 30th from 3 to 6 at the Land O'Lakes VFW. Participants will get their face zombified by an artist. They'll receive a souvenir cup, free appetizers at the bar, and viewing of artifacts from the movie The Walking Dead. For more details, including a map of the crawl route, you can visit the Land O'Lakes Art website. The Northwoods is home to many small rural communities, some smaller and more rural than others. We'll take a look at life in one of our smallest villages, which used to be quite a bit bigger, in just a few minutes. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast next on Newswatch 12 at 5.
Are you or someone you love dealing with a mental illness? NAMI Northern Lakes offers support groups for you. NAMI Peer Support Group is a confidential group of people supporting each other in recovery from mental illness. NAMI Family Support Group is a gathering of friends and family members helping loved ones who are dealing with these illnesses. Both groups are free of charge. For information, call 715-369-4740 or check out NAMINorthernLakes.org.
At Menards, we have everything you need to create the bathroom of your dreams. Get a spacious and modern shower with Sterling. These showers, tubs, and doors are durable, easy to clean, and now all 11% off. Complete your home updates with DAP silicone sealant. It provides a watertight, flexible seal that won't crack or shrink. Save today with 11% off all DAP products. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Marshfield Children's providers are experts in the care of rock stars, astronauts, inventors, and reinventors, acrobats, award-winning chefs, and social media stars. Kids are exceptional. We provide kid-worthy care for every kind of kid. Marshfield Children's.
After Elizabeth's death, there's nothing. Liz died for the blacklist. Whether she died in vain is up to you. This journey isn't over yet.
The Blacklist premieres tonight on NBC. Tonight, the landmark 500th episode of SVU.
Captain, you don't know how proud it makes me to say that.
Followed by an all-new organized crime.
All the dominoes fall in a row. Convince me it wasn't you who tipped the police.
Law and Order Thursday, tonight on NBC.
If you woke up early today, you probably saw this and thought, what the? But then it got much better. The sun came out with temperatures back in the mid-40s for highs today across much of the area, and the sun sets shortly now, right around 6 o'clock. All right, so temperature-wise, though, look what we're doing. It's 44 at the airport in Rhinelander, under bright sunshine, though, with a north breeze around 7, a dew point at 29, very dry air, and the pressure is steady at 30.02. Over at Wausau, 50 for you. Congratulations, you win. A northwest breeze around 7 as well, and the pressure is steady there at the airport downtown. Okay, so here's the air we're in right now, and what you see out there now is what we're going to have tomorrow and for Saturday before things begin to improve temperature-wise on Monday into Tuesday, as there'll be some heat building, heat being relative for October, across the Midwest, moving in our direction for next week. But until then, we'll have highs in the 40s this weekend as the core of the cold air is going to sit over us tomorrow being Friday. And then look, here's Saturday. It's still over us, right? Before it finally kind of moves off to the east of us, getting near Sunday and Monday. And Tuesday, we could have high temperatures back up near 60 again across our neck of the woods. All right, so here's the forecast temperature-wise going forward. Cool tomorrow. Again, the average high is 53. We will not do that tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday or Monday, but maybe, just maybe on Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday. And remember, on Monday, I stood right here and walked you through what a La Nina winter could look like, right? Jet stream goes north, pulls down colder air across the Great Lakes. Little dip in the jet stream here is usually a trough. That could mean some precipitation for us. So normally that means below average temperatures or above average precip, and that's going to be close, right? So here's the temperature outlook for the winter. It came out today. This is your tax dollars at work. At or nearly above temperatures for us across the Great Lakes, but precipitation-wise, likely above average because of that trough that forms in here. That could mean some hefty rains around here, though, maybe in January and February. Okay, so out there today, the rain came by early, a half-inch rain at the airport last night. That is now pushed off to the east. We are in drying out mode. However, the clouds will increase for us tonight. Tomorrow is going to be a mostly cloudy day as a little thing kind of comes our way for tomorrow. No precipitation with that, but still, we'll keep the clouds around for tomorrow. For tonight, though, a hard freeze is likely. We'll have increasing clouds late. Look for low temperatures down near 29, but a couple of you could get into the mid-20s for lows tonight. For tomorrow, it's Friday. Lots of cloud cover. Yay. But it's going to be a bit cold tomorrow, right? Highs near 45, the average high being 53, with a northwest breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows we're dry tomorrow, dry Saturday, dry Sunday. A nice weekend's on deck before we get some rain showers in here on Monday. Justin?
Thank you, Jeff. A conservancy group has purchased 70,000 acres of northern Wisconsin forest. The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel reports a Virginia-based group known as the Conservation Fund announced that purchase yesterday. The sale price was not disclosed or released. The land is known as the Pelican River Forest, includes 16 parcels, mostly in Oneida County. The Conservation Fund says it aims to protect wildlife habitat while continuing sustainable timber harvesting and recreational uses, things like hunting and fishing. Throughout the pandemic, more people have decided to make the Northwoods their home full-time. But there are still some rural communities that find themselves close to becoming ghost towns. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson spoke to folks who live in the tiny village of Catawba today. She joins us now live in studio with more. Morgan.
Justin, many years ago, Catawba was a flourishing community with growing people and jobs. Through time, a lot of people have left the area, along with many jobs and businesses. But many residents aren't about to leave the place that they call home.
It's very different.
Beverly Brayton grew up in Catawba, Wisconsin. If you haven't heard of this little village, it's in western Price County. Beverly is often nostalgic about what Catawba used to be.
There were more stores, more businesses.
Beverly grew up on a farm and went to school practically next door. She left the area for college and her career. When she retired in 2003, she came back to Catawba. Beverly says the only thing that's still the same are the churches. Restaurants, stores, or other businesses are a thing of the past. And with no public transportation available, Catawba residents have to travel out of the area for necessities.
There's no dentist, there's no grocery stores, so they need to go to Phillips, to Prentice, to Hawkins, to Ladysmith for a lot of their store items.
Around 100 people live in Catawba and most are in retirement. Pam Retzloff is one of the few exceptions. She makes the 20-mile commute to Phillips for work. She's noticed Catawba's steady decline.
There's no industry there, there's no jobs, no school, no store. You know, it just slowly dwindled, I think, one business at a time.
And every new closure means less opportunity for younger people.
It makes me feel sad, because it is a great community to raise your children in. It's a great area.
A great area, but a dwindling community.
I would love to be able to have the students going to school in the building that is just up the road, just a little bit. And I would love to have more grocery stores, more businesses, and more gatherings of people.
But for the people still there, Catawba was and always will be home.
They remain here. This is their home. This is how they feel comfortable, and so they're doing fine.
At the 2020 census, for the 8th straight time, Catawba's population declined. Catawba does have one business, a convenience store that provides gas and some basic necessities.
All right, thank you, Morgan. Today we have an update on the partial human remains found in Florida, believed to be those of Brian Londrigan, with the latest on that investigation after the break.
Northwoods Accents, located in Mercer, features a wide variety of high-quality custom log and rustic furniture, all made in the USA. View our best craft living room sets. Handmade products from local craftsmen. Denali blankets to warm your winter. All products have year-round low prices with no sales pressure. The owner is available to assist you with any questions. Stop by Northwoods Accents, 5079 US Highway 51 in Mercer.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
Welcome to Ripco Credit Union. Whether you've been a member for your whole life or are just stopping in to check us out, welcome is how you'll feel. We invite you to consider the value of being a member of your truly local credit union, and we'd love to welcome you as a member of our Ripco family. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Ripco Credit Union, an attitude of excellence since 1932. Federally insured by NCUA.
pursuit of excellence. Ripco Credit Union.
On Veterans Day, we take time out to thank the men and women who have served for our country. And coming up on this Veterans Day, we'll introduce you to Northwood's native and World War II veteran, Howard Hetzel, to take a look at his charmed life through 101 years of history.
Join the conversation when you're on the go. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date. Newswatch 12, from where you live. This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Just in tonight, human remains found in a nature area in Florida are now confirmed to be those of Brian Laundrie. That according to local news outlets there who've been talking with a family attorney. The 23-year-old's been missing for more than a month after being named a person of interest in the death of his fiancée, Gabby Petito. Jay Gray has details.
Recovery teams continue to search for evidence and answers in this Northport Nature Reserve. The conditions, in some areas, extreme.
We're talking about water levels up above almost the chest area. Rattlesnakes, moccasins, alligators.
That update on the terrain and the wildlife is the only new information from officials since yesterday when an FBI evidence response team led by his parents uncovered human remains and items including a backpack and notebook belonging to Brian Laundrie.
These items were found in an area that up until recently had been underwater.
It's the first solid discovery in a manhunt that's continued for more than a month. Authorities working to understand exactly what happened during a summer road trip with his fiancée, Gabby Petito.
I guess, yeah, but I hit him first. Where did he hit
Utah police separated the couple for a night after an argument that apparently turned physical. Days later, Laundrie went back to Florida alone. He and his parents refusing to talk to investigators. During a nationwide search, Petito's remains were found in Wyoming, near a spot where the couple had been seen together. Her death ruled a homicide, the coroner saying she died by strangulation.
Everything is weird about it. Something's going on. We'll probably find out later on.
Federal agents say they expect to continue their work at the reserve for the next several days.
Don't miss the lowest prices of the season one-day mattress sale going on tomorrow at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Fall in love with your home again by saving up to 60% off. Plus, get $300 in free furniture and no interest financing for up to 6 years on luxury brands. Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Tired of missing out on life simply because it hurts to walk? Don't let sore feet or ankles hold you back. You don't have to live in pain. Call Bone & Joint's Foot and Ankle Care Team. From ingrown toenails and bunions to fractures and total ankle replacement, Bone & Joint's Foot and Ankle Specialists can help. With 2 surgical podiatrists and our fellowship-trained orthopedic foot and ankle surgeon, we have the expertise to get you back on your feet. Call or visit bonejoint.net to schedule an appointment today.
Saturday, October 23rd, the Oneida County Waste Department is holding a free Sharps Take Back event. The goal of this event is to provide a safe and responsible way of disposing sharps. Oneida County Solid Waste Department is accepting needles, syringes, lancets, auto injectors, and infusion sets. Sharps need to be sealed in heavy plastic containers such as laundry detergent bottles and gallon buckets. For more information on location and accepted items, call 715-369-6111. This information is brought to you by the Human Service Center of Forest, Oneida, and Vilas counties in collaboration with the COPE Coalition and the Oneida County Public Health Department.
Hello, my name is Terry and I'm from Phillips. I used to go on vacations with my wife Gail, but I couldn't go much over 2 hours and I'd have to stop and walk because my lower back would hurt so bad. So after my final treatment at Spinal Aid, I am pain-free and can't imagine the pain and agony that I went through prior to going.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery. Just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Don't miss the lowest prices of the season one-day mattress sale going on tomorrow at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Fall in love with your home again by saving up to 60% off. Plus, get $300 in free furniture and no interest financing for up to 6 years on luxury brands. Furniture and Appliance Mart.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
After the Milwaukee Bucks fairy tale championship season last year, a movie about the Adentacumpo family is coming to Disney+. The film is called Rise. It's set to debut next year, focusing on the family's journey from Nigeria to Greece and then to the U.S. and how Giannis and his brothers became NBA champions.
That was only a matter of time before that happened, right?
The movie, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, for us, temperature-wise, first story. All right, lows tonight, back in the 20s, so hard freeze tonight. We're getting kind of used to that by now, right?
That's true.
And then weekend temperatures in the 40s. It's been warmer on these days, but, you know, it could be worse, right? Let's go outside now and check on temperatures, and we're hanging out in the low to mid-40s, but there are a couple 30s on the map already, looking at you, Manchwish, Waters, and Land O'Lakes. So most of us will have lows in the upper 20s tonight, but a couple of you, depending upon when the cloud cover comes in this evening, will have lows in the mid-20s tonight. All right, so the clouds and rain this morning, we had a half-inch of rain last night, has now pushed off into parts of Michigan. We are in a drying out mode. However, there is a little thing to the west of us, not really a low or a front, it's kind of just there. It'll increase the cloud cover for us tonight and linger pretty much through tomorrow. But we're going to stay dry for a couple days before we get rain showers in here on Monday after a cool but at times sunny weekend.
Warming up a little bit later in the forecast.
It's late October.
That's true. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on News Watch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next. We'll see you back here at 6 with more.